Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all.
How y'all doing?
What's up?
Why are you so high-pitched?
I don't know.
See, this is why, do you know, this is why the comments about my voice are always, because I'm not shouting.
Just shut up.
Do you get it? Velvety, relaxed, just magical.
Whatever.
Someone asked me if I normally smoke during this.
Because your voice is too relaxed.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? Anyway, how far?
I'm fine.
Why'd you copy me? Why'd you wear
sister.
shorts today?
I know people say my laps.
Me too.
I was in my laps.
I felt like it's been a minute.
It's like last to marry is a fool, so I have to bring out my whole arsenal.
Guy, why is everybody we know just feel engage? I'm
honestly.
Like, not also save the dates on my phone. So every two, I have to check on Saturday who saved the date I'm missing today. Kilo day.
Yeah, I have so many friends doing introductions.
I mean, this is my year of love. And we're in
October.
Q4 now. Q4. What was that thing they say? 11th hour.
Delay is not Delilah.
It's not Delilah, so we move.
We have a guest today.
We do have a guest today.
Do you want to say hello? Tell people your name.
Hello, my name is Okpeyemi Zoe.
Okay. And what do you do?
I'm a nanny, a childcare provider.
Good. I love that.
Lovely. Before we start, what did you do this weekend? What did you get up to this weekend? Did you do anything fun? Anything boring? Anything annoying?
Not really. I only went out with some friends to have a nice time for the weekend.
My kind of babe.
Yeah.
So did we actually. But I feel like I did something fun on Thursday.
What did you do?
I can't remember. I hung out with Leila.
What is wrong with your memory these days?
Sister, let me you know what?
Actually, you and
checking.
Leila are having short-term memory loss because what keeps happening is I keep hearing the same story 3 times. I'm like, this babe, you've said this thing.
No, it's not
already.
True.
What is happening with your memory?
I'm not sure. Okay, I went for a birthday party on Monday.
Okay.
A children's party.
How was that?
That was fun.
Good.
And then, let's see. Seems like nothing. Friends. You people stay away from friends, oh. Let me tell you what happened. So, as of last week, I know, and this is why I'm happy when our friends come on the podcast, so people can, if you guys remember somebody called Omono.
Okay.
Good. So, Omono, even on this podcast, we spoke about our financial situation when she was here. This is someone that I thought is a bosom friend of mine. We always talk. I say, Omono, I don't have money. How to she'll say, I don't have money. We'll say, wow, what can we do? That's how I opened my Instagram. I saw a video. I said, this is Usher. But why am I seeing Omono with light on her head? Usher singing to her, she's singing back. I said, it's not possible. Because I heard this thing that God made us tutu. So I know that this must be a second. She can't be my friend. It's not possible. It's not possible. I said, wow, this is how people... Do you know what Omono did? She did that thing when somebody says, have you read for the exam? They'll say, no.
No, I haven't.
Not read.
And then after you come out and you're saying no questions, you say, hey, you didn't get it.
You didn't get it.
No.
They won't even say anything after the exam. It's the day results come out. You now see their own name.
2 of us are
92. 92. You know one, is it 0.92 or 92? Meanwhile, your own name, you know
what's funny about this Usher concert, which reminds me of my friend. One of my friends says, how far should we run it? That let's go to Paris for the Usher concert. I said, should we run it? I said, what did you say? Should we run it?
How?
That's what you said. And this brings me to this point that we're not all moving as one. I said, this babe said to me, should we run it?
No.
I said, because I picked up her call. Now, how far, just she now said, hey, come. This Usher thing in Paris, should we run it? I said, sorry, you called me to find out if I want to quickly dip into Paris for Usher dip out. Mind you, we've not bought tickets, so we're going to have to go and start looking for tickets up and down. And that's when I realized that we're actually not really who we think we are.
No, we're not at all.
No, we're not.
Anyway, to help myself, I just bought a croissant.
Okay, and that
from
so French
was also in Paris.
all the same. Anyway, we went out on Sunday, all of us as friends. But guess, one of my friends called me. Let's step out. We're going for a drink. What if I meet together and see Jolla? I said, good. Okay, you now. Why didn't you invite me?
No, but I was also invited then.
Shut up. Why didn't you think to invite me? In fact, someone saw us there. I said, I thank God, Jollz. I said, guess what? She didn't invite me. That's how your reputation has gone far and wide.
Yeah.
Anyway, we went to an establishment and within like 20 minutes we left said establishment.
And I went to RSVP.
Yeah, I went to RSVP.
And that was fun. That was a lot of fun, actually.
That was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun.
It was a lovely time.
Maybe that's why we're in a good mood this morning.
Yeah, with the rats. You see people and guess what? After you left, do you know what time we left? Standing outside. We were there for 1 hour.
What's wrong with you people?
I don't know. You don't understand. The place closed only for us to go out as into where our cars were parked. Outside, not in the car park or on the road. And each of us just sat down on the bonnets of our cars, just having, we sat down on his car, just gisting for 1 hour. Until I looked, I said, this is midnight.
We also want to use this opportunity to give a special shout out to our sponsor.
Walla baby! Special shout out to our
what
direct,
is special added to?
I greet you specially, very specially.
Because we all know me, Leila, and Fakemi are not bringing that one dime.
We greet you very, very specially, sir.
Yes.
You did well.
Yeah, it was. We had a really good time.
You did well. It was a lovely one.
As did our guest.
What else did I do this week? This week was a lot of like catching up with people. Like a lot of so on when was it?
Monday. You went to
Monday. I went to Quack Kitchen.
That was Tuesday.
Tuesday. I went to Quack Kitchen. Shout out to Dari. Best
experience.
Best of the best. Lovely time. A lot of alcohol. The next day, wow, I really remember that I had 9 cocktails. It was
you got up to 9?
Let me tell you the problem. No, so what happened was we did shots.
Mm-hmm.
There were 7 cocktails, but then we did shots, and then I had by the time we got to the espresso martini, I had 2.
Oh, because that's your thing.
Yeah, and so somebody else didn't have it. So I now had 2. And let me tell you, he now kept saying, oh, you don't have to finish the drinks. Like, just so you can say, no. If I'm, what is worth doing? What is worth doing is worth doing well. So I just said, you know what? As a child of Christ, I must step out.
You don't want to waste.
God bless you. I don't want to. Let it not be as if they invited me. Then I said no. So I was determined to finish every drink. And I really
felt it.
That
was like that. My friend's
I really was
my friend's son's birthday.
It.
She was like, oh, don't feel like you have to eat everything. I said, I must.
See,
you and your husband have spent money.
I must. I don't want you to feel like your efforts are going to waste. I want to really appreciate you.
Yeah.
So but it was a lovely time. We had a grand time. Yeah. We had a grand time. We played some games. Why is it that when babes gather, somebody must always suggest we play a game?
Which babes do you know?
At least my own friends now. No, but not a game. Like, it's always all this question. I'm like, don't we know? And guess what?
No, but you don't know everything about each other.
We discovered we discovered a lot of things.
I love all those card games.
It wasn't even a card. There was no cards. We're just like, okay, this is a game. I'm not I made it up. And it was just...
Oh, okay.
We just made it up. And honestly, when I tell you that it was I was weeping with laughter. And I was like, how have we gone all these years without... So we asked a question about what is the funniest money situation you've had with a man. Jollz, when I tell you I was weeping at some of the things that, when obviously everybody was shy, but by the time the first person casted their own, I said, senior babe, this is what you guys have been doing. No, it was really funny. It was hilarious.
I don't have an answer.
And then there was some deep, by the time we got we got to all this deeper stuff. Your best moment. I said, oh, Joe. Yeah, beyond that, I've just been honestly having catch-up dinners, mostly in my home because of the money issue.
Yeah, I went somewhere recently, and last time I went, what I remembered, my cilantro issue. What I remembered were prices between 15 and 30K.
Everything done change.
So and it's God that, just whispered to me, please look again. Because I was about to say, can I get my regular? I just saw my regular that was 18. I saw 42. So can I get water, please? Kind of water, just cold one.
What else
Just
did I
cold
do?
water.
Okay, no, I went for drinks at the Smiths. That was quite nice.
Yes, their cocktails are very
Their
fancy.
cocktails were very fancy, and they were a lot of fun. There was a lot of smoke. There was
Yes.
I enjoy all this rubbish.
Prosperity.
I loved it. I loved it. A lot of rubbish. I was very much enjoying it. Obviously, that was a sponsored event because I don't go out. That day, I didn't even know where my card was. Let me not lie to you.
I went to the Smiths with Hilda.
Yeah.
And do you people know how Hilda is a big babe? She said, let's try, she said like 16. She said, why aren't the prices on the menu? I was like, Hilda, it's right there. She was like, oh, that she just assumed it's one of those places where you just
order.
like they'll come and show you receipts after that. This is what you ordered. I said, and you are ready to take that risk. Hilda, you are ready to take that risk.
Girl.
Because what would have happened is they will just say, Yoruba podcaster caught screaming in establishment with cook-a-ton winner. I was like, how can you take that risk in this economy?
No.
They would have seized my car. Do you know there's something I want to do? And I want you guys to advise me. Do you use TikTok?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there's one song that people have been using. Monday, now wonder. I want to use my daddy shoes to dance.
Are you sick?
To that song. Because that man brought out one shoe a few days ago. I said, excuse me.
Are you
This
alright?
one they call butter.
Shuku shaker.
That kind of shoe is I was like, then if you use this shoe to match the devil, we will really be aware that there's a pastor somewhere in Obanikoro.
Yeah.
What is this shoe? This is a shoe.
I think you should do it. What else happened? Good. Now, you guys would have seen that one day Jollz said that you people should apologize. No.
You need to tell the full story.
You know
now.
some people. No, I tell this full story from where I said that. I just got a text. I just saw. They tell me, I have your best interest at heart. I knew that. I knew in my heart what this girl has wanted to fuck up. She has done a fool. I knew. She just started saying all this motivation now. I said, ma, hello, fast story. What's going on? What has happened? Oh, I just started seeing Jollz, sorry, on my phone. Okay, you message me, Valerie, message me, Jollz, so sorry. I said that what now? That was happening. So I was now waiting that, okay, let's see. And this is your friends. This is why when you were younger, your mom will tell you that you don't need to keep friends. You don't need to keep friends because they're the ones that will put you in trouble. They don't want to put you in trouble. What I want to ask Jollz is if everybody is jumping into fire, must you jump?
We will jump.
And then must you sign me to jump with you?
Let me explain what's happened. If people are jumping inside fire, there's something there. There's something inside. If everybody is jumping, when people say these things, it's supposed to be like, you're unique. If everybody is jumping, it's like, we're jumping though.
Actually, let me tell you what the thing is. Every time when parents used to say that, I used to just think, well, it'll be fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, like, if my friends are there, definitely.
My dad used to shout it. So if your friends are jumping off the cliff, will you jump?
Let me tell you what's worse. If my friends are
probably at the front.
That's what I was going to say. If my friends are jumping off a cliff, guess who organized it?
Of course I'm jumping.
I definitely organized the jumping.
Hey, I messed up our schedule. Like, I thought something was in November.
Oh, you guys don't understand.
It's on Thursday. So
no, worse than. It's not that. It's actually not that. This babe signed us up for something that I could never. She knows. If I was there, we could never have gotten to where we are.
Do you know what? Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth. Let me not be honest. This is a safe space. Let me be honest. I thought it was in November. So my plan was that by the middle of October, I'll say, yay! You guys, fake me as a conference. She has a program. I'm not joking. Like, I'll actually practice it that I'll be on the phone pretending I'm just checking in on the day. Say, yay! Then I'll say, what happened? I say, so sorry, let me call you back. Then I'll not come back in 10 minutes. I'll be like, guys, so sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Actually, they just sent a code or something. I said, could it be that my eye is doubling me? God, what's this date? I generally had that planner. I'll just say yes then, like a month before. I'll say, oh my God.
I said what?
Man.
So you see, these are just the problem because Imagine me just saying that we are doing Kiniko. I said, who? I said what I said. I said, which announcement is this? I was going to see that. Wait, when do we sign up for this?
No, don't worry, Faken. By God's grace, will be glorious.
It's when the praise.
What's that thing that Jay on there says? That is pastor character.
JNA has like 4 pastors.
Light the fire conference. Anyway, it'll be yes, he went in praise. That's the only thing I can say.
Any praise.
He went in praise.
I said, anyway, don't worry. I will still do my own. Is it not to sign us up? Don't worry. We'll be there. Don't worry. Okay. The next person that asks, I say we'll be there. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Normally on the podcast, people write in problems and then we help them like solve them. So you're going to join us. Please help me. How can I be a joyful cook? I'm always very angry when I have to cook. Once I enter the kitchen, I'm just angry. You see the angry like it is
a joyful cook.
People that enjoy cooking. Please, what are they saying that I'm not saying?
I feel like, which one is a joyful cook?
You're asking the wrongest people.
My dear, you're asking the wrongest people.
If you know how many hot fights me and my dad have had, when I said as a lady, you should know, what did you say? As a lady, domesticity should give you joy. I said, no, be only joy. No, be only joy.
If you know the number of times there's something happening in my house, and my mom will say, oh, so you're not going to make something. I said, I'm not. I'm not. Congratulations to everybody involved. And Merry Christmas. Kilo Day.
You're asking the wrongest people.
Is there not enough food? You're asking the wrongest people because the lack of joy that we have, you won't believe it.
Do you know that there was a day I had to cook and I started crying. And as I was crying, I was like, Jola, you're 31 years old. You can't be crying because you have to cook. And actually, it was like, yes, I can.
Let me tell you I'll tell you where all of you are wrong. You are cooking. No, because you see, the only way, you know what I am? I'm a joyful eater. Yes. Because you see, it's like being a passenger princess. You must stop. Once everybody accepts that you don't know how to, they won't ask you. No, because they'll say, oh, when you were living on your... I said, when I was living on my own, that was my problem. Now that I'm not living on my own, I'm grown. I will eat, don't worry. But as for cooking, for you, I can't do it. I said, I don't know how to. I can't do it. I'm feeling faint. I said, the hint. The other day, they were asking me to do something. I said, how do you turn this on? How do you turn it on? How does the fire come on? I said, I don't know. Yes, I said, I don't know how to do it. Oh, how do you turn the gas on? I don't know. By the time I said like 5 things, mom told me to get out. And I said, you see now that I'm out, am I not the winner? Yeah, right. You that knows how to turn on the stove. Are you not in the kitchen there? You see? So between me and you, who is winning and who is? Because that's what you people love to do. Oh, I can't do. I can't. I don't know how to make anything. And that's where, if you're not a joyful cook, dear, you have to figure it out. Let me tell you your options. Number 1, you can make money, hire a cook. Number 2, you can make money, buy food. Most of the options involve making money. Let me not lie to you. Number 3, you can go and seduce a chef. Let him. It's true.
My friend is dating, my friend and her, well, he's not her fiancé. Let me tell you, she stopped doing lunch order. She stopped doing daily lunch, as in that was making her money. If you see every day, this stupid boy will now take a picture of his own lunch.
He'll post his good today.
They don't live in the same house. Now she send him the food. I was like, people are wicked. But he's winning in life. He's winning. Our final one is Scream, who says, guys, black tax won't wound me. I recently had a significant pay increase. I earn in dollars now, and it's a significant amount, as per the bank has flagged the money. That's how I mistakenly jabbered and told my mom how much it is because she's my guy. Almost see how she's using style to bill me. And all of a sudden, everyone has something urgent that I can sort out. It's annoying because the amount they ask for are just these tiny, tiny things. I sort out all the big things with joy. So what are you now using your money to do? Please sort out the smaller sums by yourself. Anyway, I started examining some of my money habits, and it showed me that my splurging on wants and indiscipline when it comes to buying myself stuff is linked to this thing. Also, a history of always being the understanding daughter that was considerate. I spend a lot on myself now, and to be honest, it's starting to be in excess. I don't really have a question, no, I just wanted to rant. I already know my solution. It involves me being out of reach for a while. But guys, what's the hack for navigating black tax apart from telling lies about your earnings. You see the lies you are
Let me tell you, that lies that you
are
put apart,
quoted.
bring it. I want you to bring it back.
That lie
You set aside, that is
bring it
you
back.
want you to bring it back. Because that apart from that you said, bring it back. I want to bring it back. Number one, the first place you anyway, I agree especially. Congrats, dear.
Well
My bank has
done.
never phoned me, pay what's happening here.
Ever.
My bank has never said there is an issue with your account. The money we are seeing is shaking. It's shaking. What is normally your balance is shaking the whole place. So I agree to you especially.
well done.
Secondly, where you really fucked up. Because which one is your guy? How now? Who is your guy?
Do you know I still like to mommy about how much things
I
are.
promise you.
Mom say how much is this perfume? 11K. Then she now say, I want to buy for me.
Oh, that's not the kind of lie I do. How much is 200K? Do you get so that you won't do mistake? That buy for me, I can't. So sorry, dear. No, as in, what is it about people and making a lot of money and telling others?
You know, she said her mom now.
My mom. Hey, that is even the worst person. And I don't even need to know your mom's character. Any mother is the worst person. Imagine somebody that in their mind, every time they look at you, they remember they carried you for 9 months. They remember they carried you for 9 months. It does not matter how cool mom you have.
Exactly.
My mom, I know.
Do you know what they were arguing? Me and my mom. My mom said, do you know you my bum talk because of this stupid girl. And she was so angry. She couldn't believe that. Like I was arguing with her.
There are times
she was like, do you know how much I suffered because
I
of
remember
you?
one time we're having an argument and my mom said, do you know that other people just listen to their mothers? Other people, they just listen. So you, and I said, oh, wow. I said, you'd really mean it. Well, sorry. I didn't know I was taking it out. I was just having a
You
chat.
can never, that's a
So
big
sorry.
mistake.
I was like, no need to take it to all this.
And the problem is that mothers are such a peculiar breed.
They are.
That once you give them information like that, you are now blessed to be blessing.
You are blessed to be a blessing,
So
my dear.
somebody is not even asking them for help. Somebody just telling them, oh, this is something they're trying to sort out. They say,
And then in
"Do
their
you know?
mind, do you know who can help?
Do you know who can help you? My daughter. And on the spot, she said, in fact, wait.
Let me call her. Let me call her.
Hello?
My mom does this all the time. My mom will say,
See, I don't even have money now, but my mom, anything that involves
social media, speaking.
posting. Please help me post my friends. She said she's doing, please help me post it on your story. I said,
Once my mom called me, and even the thing she was telling me to, she said, and I told him that you just know these things. I told him, in fact, it's here. Oh yeah, Basoro now. I was like, the man was explaining the one thing. I said, Jesus.
there's one of my mom's
from?
friends, is his son or daughter that said they wanted to do podcast. Oh yeah, talk to her. I said, tell her how you people do it. I just thought, you have to be warning me ahead of time. And then she won't tell me that I'm already on speaker because I've already started saying, Mommy, what is going on? So, yeah, on speaker. I said, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me from the start?
Yeah. No, but black tax there's no way. The truth is that even when people don't mean to be entitled,
They are.
close relationships come with expectations.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, especially if you're Nigerian, because you are writing, the kind of pidgin you are writing is Nigerian, it means that the vast majority of people don't have money. And because we grew up in a very communal way, the idea is that if you have,
There's a
you have
part
the
of it that's for
obligation
sharing.
to
Yeah.
share.
Yeah.
Do you understand? We're not individualistic enough for people to be like, oh, she has plans with the
Yeah.
money. And let me tell you something, even friends do this. You don't mean to, but you calculate other people's money for them.
Me, I love that.
You don't mean to. And it's not even in a negative way. So I know that I've had to catch myself sometimes when a friend says, oh, they are broke. And I'm thinking, your own type of broke is not real broke. Do you understand? Like, because you calculate people's money for them. So it's that apart you are put. You have to bring it back.
See,
You have to bring
the
it
only
back.
way out of this is lies and deceit.
Yes.
I'm sorry to say, it's not as if you lie or that, you don't have money. You just stop mentioning things.
Yeah.
And that is in it. Or it's lying by omission. But it's the only way out. Otherwise, people are going to ask you. And the second thing I want to say is like, obviously, there's a point where black tag gets, but like she said, it's part of the way we are. You're never going to get like out of having to give people money or help people out or people asking you, especially your mother who you told with your mic. I really can't believe this. How did you make this money?
No.
Because You sound like a sharp babe. And the first thing you say she's your guy.
It was excitement. How could you do such a mistake?
How could you do such a mistake? It's really such a mistake. And I'm sure you were honest. I don't know how could you do such a mistake.
She was praying for you.
I'm telling you, her head was just. She had just started doing Thanksgiving. All her prayers have been answered, and they have. The second thing about you spending excessively on yourself, honestly, you're gonna have to get through it, because to like not have and then to all of a sudden have is a shock to the system.
Yeah.
It's a shock to the system. And you first do too much before you balance out and realize that, okay. Yeah. Both everybody asking you, let's all come to
and
it.
Savings and investments are still for you.
Yeah.
It's not for you right now, more for you, but they're still for you. And that's something that I had to learn. Because
they're more for you.
When people ask about vices, my vice is blowing money. I don't respect money at all. Like, I don't think of it as like something to... I think of money as I'll always make more. One. Mm-hmm. Two, I also think of it as a tool. I don't think of money as something to hoard. Like, I use it to do
money
things.
Money is for comfort. Is for...
So when people talk about vice,
you'll be very shocked at the kind of thing I can use my last money for.
I blow money.
It is never anything important. It's just, if we're going to go out...
And do you know how my own...
I don't go out with the bang.
Do you know how I know my own is bad? I follow a few people who are like financial advisors, and there is no kind of talk they want to talk that actually works on me.
No.
Mine is completely mental. A lot of people say, how can you spend? I said, because I can't.
You know,
there's
one, there's one 50, 30, 20 rule. I said, no problem. I'll do it. No problem. Maybe you hold my accounts for me, because please, excuse me.
Yeah, so you actually have to sit down and think about what your priorities are, what kind of life you want to live, and realize that it's not about you, quote unquote, depriving yourself. It's just planning your life differently. Yeah. How did you become a nanny? Like, when did you? When were you like? When did the career start?
Yeah. Okay, the career started 8 years ago.
Okay.
So one of the major things why I decided to be a nanny, apart from the fact that I love children, I also love the fact that, so you
actually like children.
Yes.
See how she's smiling as she's saying it. She actually likes them.
Many nannies hate children. In fact, there's nobody they hate more than children.
Then why are they nanny?
Good question.
So apart of the fact that I love children, so I also understand that being a mom, like parenting is taxing.
Yeah.
And mothers need like helping hand.
Yeah.
They need a helping hand. Having a child is a blessing, but at least the challenges that comes with it is not something that a person can do or two person can do.
On their own, sure.
So that was one of the major reasons.
So where were you? Like, what were you doing? Were you like in school? Or how did you just enter? Yeah.
Okay, it started when I finished secondary school. So there was a point I stopped. I go to school. I went for my A-level program. Then I stopped. At the other time, I resumed back after the A-level before I got admission back to school again. Because I did part-time. So I was going to school.
Okay, and working. Okay.
Going to school and working.
And so how did it happen? Like, did you get a phone call? Somebody's looking for a nanny?
No, I used to follow through an agent.
Okay, what's that like?
You joined an agency.
How does that work?
No, there are agencies online that will post for a job of a nanny if you're interested. So I think a family will contact the agent that they need a nanny.
They need somebody. So did you have to do like any training or anything?
Yes, definitely I would do training.
Can you tell us what that's like?
I do a training with what's it called? Kiddies Academy, one of the training and on first aid and stuff and childcare, physically how to care for a baby, physical.
Really?
Do you know the thing? Let me not lie, because I always used to think this thing was lamba. All this training.
No, it's not.
No, because I met certain people. I say, if I hear that you did, hear that you did training, because sometimes people just say that, it's very easy to just say, oh, they did training. But I'm glad to hear that. Is it the agency that made you do it?
Yes,
okay.
the agency.
Okay. So you went through an agency, you had to do like first aid training, learning to like, what was it like? So when they say teaching you how to take care of a baby, what does that mean? Like,
they taught us a physical training, like how to bathe a baby. You can't bathe a baby the way you bathe a toddler, and you can't pour water on their head directly. There's a way you handle a baby. So we did a physical training on that, and we did a physical training on first aid in case of emergency. The first thing you're supposed to do, like, you have to notify the parents of the child even before you make her. Even if you want to do anything, let the parents know this is what you are doing.
Yeah.
So you have to notify them. In case if they're around, they can come.
They can come and like be
Over.
there.
What about like did you have to do any like psychological training or mental training? Not for you, but more so, okay, this is kind of how you think about children, patients, all those ones. Or it was just more the physical stuff?
No, it was more of the child psychologist too. Like one of the course I did in university, guidance and counseling education, there was a course there on child psychologist too, on child development, how you relate to child. You know, someone that wants to be a nanny, you have to be a patient because children will frustrate you.
Oh my dear.
Fair enough.
Children will frustrate you.
What was your first job like? What was the first job you got as a nanny? How old were they?
Okay, there are 2 children, 2 years old and 5 years old.
Okay.
That was my first.
How old were you
job.
at that time?
I was 20.
Okay.
That's
And what was it like? Was it kind of thing? Were you part-time or were you living
No,
there?
I was full-time. I was living there with the family.
Okay. And so I've always wondered about this. Like, is it scary? Just you get a phone call, somebody's looking for a nanny, they want to meet you, they like you, and they're like, okay, come and start work on Monday.
Yeah.
What's it like moving into somebody's house to take? Is it scary? Is it like what's your thought process? Like, okay, I'm moving into somebody, I'm going to live with them. I met this person for the first time,
Especially
like 2
the
weeks
first
ago.
time you go.
The first time you did it, do you remember how you felt when you moved into somebody's house to take care of
On
their
the back
children?
of that, like when you meet the person, obviously they're interviewing you, but are you also not interviewing them?
Of course, I do.
Yeah.
The first time I met someone, I didn't resume immediately. I went for an interview first. Then they interviewed me, asked questions. Have you done? Then I've not, I just started.
Yeah.
I've not done anything before. Have you done it before? I was just like, okay, I'm the first child. I have siblings that know how
take care of them.
take care of them and stuff like that. So the mom taught me other things like this. Then I didn't even know how to wear a diaper.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
For a baby. So the mom, it was actually her that taught me, okay, this is how to wear a diaper and stuff like that. So for me, it was not really scary like that. So because from the agency, I've asked questions like, this family, what do they do?
Yeah.
Like, are they a Christian? Because I would mostly prefer to work with a Christian. Because are they a Christian? Do they go to church? How is their family life? Stuff like that.
So Naughty Corner work for Nigerian children.
Yeah. Deprive her
As
of
they
that
put me in
cattle.
Naughty Corner, I started having a party
I'll be
there.
dancing.
I'm telling you.
I remember one of my...
I can't lie. Anytime I was in Naughty Corner, anything around me, I started building a castle, doing all sorts of things. So you'll be looking at the Naughty Corner. Wait, is that what they asked you to do?
My parents used to beat, but I had a friend who I was close to. Her mom didn't believe in beating. So her mom would say naughty.
We used to jam in the
She knows
corner.
and I'm very extroverted. So, and I started talking to myself at a very young age. I realized actually you can amuse yourself. When I was very young, I realized that actually I don't need to play with anybody. I can play with myself. So you just send me to the Naughty Corner, I'll start dancing. Like I'll be there having a good time. And the friend will be crying. Oh, the friend that they say, you Jollz, stand here, Tenny, stand there. Me, I'll be dancing. I'll be counting 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I'll be having a good time. When our mom now called my mom,
I also used to ask questions.
No, as in what? Why am I?
Wednesday, how come? When they explain, I said, okay, why this corner?
Why not another corner? But does it work for Nigerian children? Like non-hitting methods where you don't beat the children? Does it work?
I think it works. It works. And even when you deprive them of things they love most, like when you deprive them, maybe the child loves watching a favorite cartoon channel. I say, yeah, go inside, go and sleep. That's when they will feel it. Like I've done something.
Yeah.
They will feel it more like that. So I think it works to some extent.
Yeah.
It does
But
work.
I think the thing with that is you have to do what you say you do. If you say, I'm not going to let you watch it, you must do it.
Yes, exactly. You must follow that
Yes.
rule and make sure.
Question, did you ever have any, like, as in the children were really naughty? Like, not like, oh, it's just a naughty child. They're actually out, like, they want to kill you. Like, actually frustrating children.
Yeah, they are strong-willed children. Like, when you tell them, get away from them, they'll even be telling you no. They'll tell you straight away.
How do you not deal with that?
No, it can be challenging because you can't eat the child. So sometimes you have to live there. You must obey. Just leave.
So you continue arguing with them.
Or you just take the child away from there.
Like you have to physically move them. Well,
move
fair
them.
enough. I don't know. one of the reasons I'm afraid to have children is I know what I showed my parents.
I know,
I can't
and
lie.
also I know the way I think. I know my temperament because you just see me saying, "See, I just met you 2 years ago, my dear. You will frustrate me. You are 3. I've only known you for 3 years. See, people that I've known for long, they don't talk to me like this. So you, bro, I don't know you. Okay, so don't stress me." And you'll just be looking at me thinking, "What's happening here?"
I wanted to ask quickly, how do you, if you have like a disagreement with a parent about like disciplinary methods, or you can see that maybe because they work long hours, they are very stressed, because that happens as well. Children need time. And sometimes, let's say you've been working all day, you're under a lot of pressure, you're under a lot of stress. Your temperament is not, you're not in the mood to deal with the child. Have you ever had a situation where you've had to like explain to a parent that, "Ma, please, sorry, ma, don't be annoyed, ma.
You need to calm down, honey."
Has that ever happened where you see maybe a parent is like just struggling with their child, and it's not that the child is particularly bad, it's that the way they are trying to connect with their child is just not working.
Yes. I've had a situation like that where the mom had a busy day at work and she came back and the child was just disturbing. She said, "Ma, please, can I just carry her? Like, I'll just pick the child up to the room so that the child won't disturb her."
Yeah.
Yes, so I'll just pick her up and so that in order not to transfer aggression on us, so I'll just pick her up.
Sorry, go ahead.
Have you ever had like, I don't know how to say, bad vibes people? What I mean is, so there's a lot of situations where people don't treat like the people taking care of their children well. And I always wonder from a staff point of view, because I know myself, you do it once, you do it after the third time, excuse me. But obviously a lot of people, because they're doing this work because of dynamics, they're not able to say, and if nobody else steps in, I always wonder that, what are you thinking in your mind? And you can't say it. I'm always like, what are you thinking in your mind that you cannot say to this woman who is shouting like a lunatic because of a small thing that happened? How has that been like when you've had just bad vibes people?
I've had that. Like, there was someone I actually worked for also that, like, when before you resume, you already have your duty. Okay, you are coming here as a nanny.
Yeah.
These are your duties. Then I had additional work.
Duties to you, yeah.
Additional duties to you. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, the one that is looking for work.
So we'll do it like that. But when it now comes to a situation whereby, like, there was one I actually worked for, like, they used to have a uniform. Yeah. Like a nanny used to have a uniform they used to wear. It's fine if we wear uniform at home, wear uniform, not going out. Imagine when you have an event, you're taking children out and she will insist that you wear uniform, wear uniform hat. That can be just odd. Like where other nannies, other children are there and you'll be the only one to be wearing uniform. But all lights not be on.
Do you still work as a nanny?
Would you still work as a nanny or you wouldn't anymore?
I still work as a nanny, but not with a family. It's in an orphanage.
Oh, that's so cute. That's
cute.
so kind. What's that like?
This one is multiple children.
Yeah,
not like
it's many children.
Not like one or two that you've always worked for, and it's not something one person can actually do. You have to have multiple hands and stuff like that.
And that's as like is that a job or is it, what's it called?
Living as well. Like, are you with them all the time?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm always with them all the time. It's a living.
How many kids are you?
Presently, we have 15 children.
Oh, wow.
And what's their age range?
From 0 to, the oldest of them is 18. Oh. 18. We have a baby also.
That's really, really cool. And sorry, is this an orphanage or a motherless baby? Because I found out that there's a difference between the two.
I really didn't know this. And when I found out, I was very stunned.
Motherless babies, like their fathers might still be alive. They might have, but they can't
have
care
family,
for them.
But they just
and
can't
then
be
the
cared for.
orphanage is like maybe the parents are late or they were like abandoned. So is that what you?
Yeah, this one I actually work for is the two. Their children actually have family, but their parents, there are some that have, the mom is late, but the father could not cater for them. And there are some that no parents in picture. There are actually children that are missing among them. So just all joined together.
What do you mean missing? As in the child just
missing child? Yes.
They just wandered away from home one day and they couldn't find their way back.
Couldn't find their way back. Then someone took them to police station and be like, "We found this child," like that, or abandoned children.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know this is like this is not the thing, but I would ask about like babies in orphanages. Like apparently, I know this is a terrible thing to say, but apparently they like get adopted quite fast.
Yes, people need babies more because they
So how like so on
anything,
average,
baby.
how many have you seen? Like the adoption process is like
It's always fast. Once
So
you
when
have
does it stop becoming fast? Like at what ages does it become tough for people to get
once the
adopted?
child is a teenager, people assume that this child is already wise. Not
Also,
what
they
is
still
happening.
adopt. I thought it would be like 5. And then
No,
you're
any
out.
age. Is any
people
age
still
you want.
adopt
Yeah.
children.
People adopt children. Any age you want.
Interesting. Anyway, thank you for coming.
You're
Okay.
Thank you. This was fun.
The calmest guest we probably
I'm
ever
telling
had.
you, we've
The
never had.
calmest.
And please, should I have children, I'll hit you up.
Essentially,
Because
my friends are already
me and the
procreating
child,
small
my
devils.
friends' children. Once I'm already earning them, excuse me. I knew this lady before you.
But I really like that.
Don't stress me.
Would you encourage people to? So you said you did a degree in early child education. Would you encourage people to like get that sort of degree? Do you think it's something? Because I'm wondering, like in terms of like usefulness, profitability, is it a good line of industry to go into?
Yeah, it's a good it's only in Nigeria and here that they don't actually value nannies. Abroad, if you know how much
and once you even abroad, they even have classification because there's nannies, there's au pairs, who are people who like travel with you, and they make
big money.
My sister did au pair to like an actual celebrity one time, and when it was not a small thing, very serious matter. I said, as an au pair, are you flying first class? What's going on? You know, so it's crazy here that the way we do it's across domestic stuff. Honestly, if you're like a private chef in a lot of places, it's an uncommon thing because it's like, how can you afford to have? It's highly paid. All these kind of things, you know. It is in London, like most people just have a cleaner maybe once a week or something. To have a living like housekeeper or maid is not. So it's here that, you know, you use the fact that labor is maybe cheaper and a lot of people are not as educated. We just
use them.
Okay. Before you go, can you give people like, if someone is thinking about like working as a nanny, for instance, what are 3 things you see they need to know or have in mind?
And also if someone that wants to get a nanny, what should they look out for?
3 things to know or look out for to protect themselves as the nanny and to protect themselves as the employer.
Okay. If someone wants to get a nanny, 3 things to look out for is the experience and the nanny communication skills. You can't stay with a person that can't relate with you, can't relate with the child. The communication skill is important. And also work with an agency. It won't be nice that you just go to someone, I need a nanny. Help me get one. You have to go through the proper way, like work with an agency so the agency can do a background check, everything that needs to be done before getting
and
the
training.
nanny. And training,
well. And then if you're the nanny, if
you want to work as a nanny.
If you want to be a nanny, it requires patience. A lot of it. A lot of patience and a lot of patience. And it also requires commitment. Because it will go to a time that you get frustrated and say, no, I'm not doing it again. So it requires commitment. If you're not committed to it, you just walk out of it and say, no, I don't want to be a nanny again. So it requires commitment and patience.
Thank you so much, Zoe.
Thank you. This was amazing.
We'll put the link to her.
We'll be sure to tag you because trust me, the number of times I've heard, I need a nanny.
I have business proposal for you.
I see.
No. It has to do with December.
Good.
I have business proposal for you.
We'll
talk.
Because there are a lot of people coming in. And just for that period, they need somebody. And they usually can't find.
I mean, our friend Shay's daughter, they needed a nanny. And it took a long time to figure it out.
Yeah.
So
especially people that are traveling. No one will run it.
The next time you see I'll be Zoe.
We'll run one or two.
Zoe
Anybody that messages me about this, don't worry. I will chat them myself. Don't worry.
All right. Thank you, guys. See you in the next episode. Good boy.